Welcome to Lights Camera Objection. We are a troupe of amateur voice actors who are here to bring you fully voiced playthroughs of Capcom's Ace Attorney games. If this is your first experience with the Ace Attorney series, we have a no spoilers policy to ensure that first-timers have the unfiltered experience. No killers or other major surprises will be revealed ahead of time. So let's meet the cast and find out who they'll be voicing in the fifth turnabout. When I give your name, please introduce yourself with your pronouns and tell us who you'll be playing in Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Co-pilot Koko.
Hey everyone, it's co-pilot Koko. Today I'll be playing Phoenix Wright. And him.
Dusk.
I never get that wrong.
Hi, I'm Dusk. I'm they, them. I'm going to be playing Miles Edgeworth, and I think just him today, right?
Yeah, you might have like a line or two for Jake, but mostly just him.
Miles Edgeworth.
Alright, WriterofBlocks.
Hello, I'm WriterofBlocks. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Lana Skye.
Okay, Nyard.
Yo, I'm Nyard, he, him, and I'm playing Mike Meekins and Damon Gant.
And Voice Flower.
I'm Voice Flower, pronouns are she, her, and I'll be playing Emma Skye.
And I have sort of a melancholic announcement to make too. This is going to be Voice's last show with us. So she's been, a great part of this project from the very beginning. She's kind of been the heart of this whole thing. It's going to be hard to go on without her. There's really no replacing her, even if someone else is doing some of the same roles. So let's have a quick round of applause for Voice. Give her a clap.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of it.
I think you give me too much credit, but yeah, it's been a pleasure, and who knows, maybe you'll see me reprise some bit characters in the future. But
Yeah.
this will be my last show as part of the regular cast. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for all of our fans and viewers.
Yep. Let's see. Chess-Eye wants to know if we're back on. It seems that we are. Okay, yep. It seems like... Alright, cool. Lastly but not leastly, I am Sir Syzer. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be voicing the judge and detective Gumshoe. So, without further ado, court is now in session for Lights, Camera, Objection!
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Okay. So let's continue on with Rise from the Ashes, the final day, latter part of the trial. February 25th, 1206, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making the detective run all around while on duty. And to top it all off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again?
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial.
Evidence law? Look at that little chick. Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
This is evidence law for toddlers.
This is the little guy.
Yeah, the Coco Melon
Baby's first evidence law.
Yeah.
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so.
You could at least study some evidence law. Really.
The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
A message?
She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book.
Him. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
Evidence law from Miss Skye explains the 2 rules of evidence law.
Two rules.
That's wow. I could go to law school like in a weekend. But that's all it
Yeah.
takes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Really, all there is to it.
Yeah, it is. Doesn't look like that book will do any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, detective.
Huh?
Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat. Despite all these allegations being thrown at me.
Mr. Edgeworth.
The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility is all but... Oh, pardon me. Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You've got to be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman.
What?
She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still... That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
There we go.
February 25th, 1252. District Court, courtroom number 9. Gavel time.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
the inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well... Normally, this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
Struck a bargain.
Ugh.
You think I may have manipulated the witnesses.
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call for all further witnesses.
What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The, defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
The defense calls.
Oh shit, who are we trying to call?
The time's
Oh,
finally come to
bring
bring
out
out
the
the real murderer,
Okay.
It's him.
Damon Gant.
Okay, let's see if that's it.
Are you sure it's not Mike Meekins?
Oh my
Sure about that?
Take that! Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon can't. What does he have to do with anything?
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy. Are you sure you want to do this?
Your name and occupation.
So, you want to play hardball, eh?
Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered the prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
No. There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh. Like what?
Like the role you played in all of this.
Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Ha! Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
Witness testimony, SL9 incident.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Is that when Dark was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Doc bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast.
Okay, so he says he's got nothing to do with it, but doesn't the evidence law suggest that he did? Because he, like, the police department has to, like, you know, say it's okay to present any evidence. So
Yeah, let's check what the what the book
Read
for
the
dummies
book.
says.
Yeah.
yeah. So much evidence.
My God, this case is so big.
Yeah, this case is huge.
No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
All right, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay.
Okay.
You should probably keep that in mind. All right, so half this list was found in
Evidence
Gant's
list.
desk.
Okay. Also, the evidence list. Part of the evidence list was found in Gant's desk, so that's something.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's press that statement first, then go from there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hold it! So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable, no matter what the circumstances.
Is that really how it went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, that's a later game.
If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record.
Hey.
Worthy, always the smooth talker.
But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence. But that can't be the whole truth. Somehow, I've got to link Gant to the incident.
Let's go through carefully here.
Okay, yeah. That's not into question. That's really not into question.
No.
So this evidence list, I don't know if it ties into the forgery exactly.
The thing is, he approved the evidence that was forged
Yeah, it's true.
as the police chief.
Well, but he didn't know it was forged evidence until now, right?
According to him, he wouldn't have known anyway.
Yeah, because it would have already happened by the time he arrived, so you didn't think it was forged evidence. So, you know. That
could we
seems to
look
be
at
his
the-
testimony.
Could we look at the list again? Can we see the actual list?
I'm
Can
not
we
sure that
flip
we
it over?
can.
Oh,
I
we
don't-
can't?
No,
Oh.
the evidence list is mostly about this
Yeah.
quote-unquote blue badger, you know?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That
Wait,
green
wait.
piece of
Wait.
plywood.
Isn't it? What the?
Hmm.
Isn't it something to do with the pottery, right? Like, because it was in Gant's safe. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Emma's
that-
written on the surface in blood. Oh, yep.
That's it.
The
This is his role in the forgery.
Let's check all those statements here.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we can. This should disprove
Yeah.
this statement.
Yeah, it has to.
either that or the previous statement is contradicted by this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one where it said Lana had already arranged it, because clearly, if part of it was hidden in his own locker, then he had to help her arrange it.
Oh, true.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
All right, well, shall we try it here first, or
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually think the one before might be a more dead of a ringer.
let's
What's the one
press it.
before again? Sorry. Apparently
She'd already arranged the
arranged-
crime scene, but Gant hid the
Oh.
piece of the thing that had her name on it.
Well,
Like,
no,
why wouldn't
let's
she do
let's
that?
say I had nothing to do with the forgery. We have to prove that that's not true. So
True. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
true. Okay.
Okay.
so yeah, I would
okay.
say I would present on that one.
Okay. Okay.
Present your no. Every time it opens and it opens to the first page and the badge, I just
So funny.
it's
Alright.
just knee jerk.
Here we go. We're getting ready. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Objection!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
That's the blue badger you showed us earlier.
It's not the blue badger. How many times do we have to go over this?
A piece of this jar
Stop.
was discovered in your safe.
Hmm.
Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this?
Oh. Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery?
Who, me? Or do you mean you?
Uno
Me?
reverse.
Me? Why would I have anything to do with that?
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office and you found this evidence.
Ugh.
Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
Objection. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Oh, sorry.
That's me.
don't know why
Worthy,
I
my
said
boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
Wow, what a dick.
What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together.
He's like Damon Gant is like the worst of the worst. Like in terms of like the Ace Attorney villains. He's such a like I don't know.
He's a dick.
He's slimy too, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a dick and he's slimy. It's not that he's just doing. He's slimy and he's a dick. It's not just that he knows how to like weasel his way around it. He uses it to twist the knife in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's continue.
Evidence and forgery.
Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
when investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I'm the chief of police, right? There will be consequences.
Oh.
Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know.
Alright, Aji. In return, though...
I know. That place, right?
Huh? What are these guys, telepathic?
Evidence and forgery. So I think we're given opportunity to present to like determine either exactly when the evidence was found or like to prove that he has a motive for doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we have. Yeah, I think probably the motive, because he's already kind of shut off that avenue of when the evidence was found.
Yeah. The last statement.
I'm
You
not
can't
so
prove
sure about
when.
that because of the blood.
Well, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. Like, he can't prove when we found it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was talking about.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to prove that because our one piece of evidence he has said that, oh no, we can't use that because I'm a dick, and I'm claiming that Gumshoe was in cahoots.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
Maybe-
probably right that the motive avenue is.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Better.
press him on this,
Yeah, that's what
because
I'm
like,
thinking.
because I mean, we already know why he would. Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
Hold it! How can you look me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent.
He closed his eyes.
What a
Means he's
weasel
guilty.
little liar, dude.
Literally.
Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye.
Well, now do you see?
So it
Oh
wasn't
my
that one.
god.
Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Let's press this too.
Hold it! Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you reaped from all this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police.
Oh,
The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is a sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I am that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little bit.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway.
Be careful when pointing that finger. Or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I.
Wow.
There. It's out in the open now. Aji, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little?
By all means, please do.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
So what do we think?
I
about that?
think maybe Lana. Because I mean, getting Lana.
The
Like, you
photograph
have-
there.
Which
Maybe.
photograph?
So, in the macro scale of it all, the thing about Lana is that she was one of the SL9 investigators, and she was like under his thumb as opposed to everyone else who wanted to know the truth. So really, his benefit is getting Lana as a pawn, but we don't really have a way of saying that directly.
Not necessarily.
We could press this new
We could press this new statement, yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
need to. Hold it! Nothing in it for you?
But the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl. Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Ha ha ho! Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
Okay,
Point out an
yeah.
accomplice or no?
I would point out that. Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
he may. Yeah, they're co-accomplices. He would be an accomplice to Lana, and Lana would be an accomplice
Yes.
to him. So
Because having blackmail material on the chief prosecutor when you're the chief of police means that you're able to like control the justice system to
Exactly.
both to your own benefit, to both your career and possibly like just other stuff too.
Yeah.
so point out accomplice.
Yeah, basically he's trying to drag Lana up with him. Yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
essentially, as opposed to drag down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So point out accomplice?
Mhm.
True. You might not help. True, you might not help anyone out for their own sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright. It appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
No.
That's not what I mean.
Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Mike Meekins. Nah.
Take that!
Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye? The defendant?
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor. Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
This man is somehow.
Are you for real?
Oh, wait. You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding.
Admit it, Chief.
You play with puppets!
You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive? To appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
I knew he was gonna say that. It's always. It's like.
Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless...
Unless.
That is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course I'm talking about... the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? What?
What?
Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright!
Syzer, 1 second. Do you mind turning off the noise cancellation in Discord on your side? Because your lines are not coming through in Discord for us.
I think it has something to do with the quietness.
Oh, okay.
Just
okay.
yeah, it's the way you you voice the judge kind of, I think, is because of the airiness of it. It gets filtered by the noise cancellation of Discord, so we actually are not hearing your lines.
Oh, okay.
I think Twitch should be, because it should be picked up by OBS still, but
Are you hearing like parts of my lines or something like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cutting in and out.
So let's see, where do I turn that off at? Voice and video.
And then you scroll down to noise filtering or
suppression,
cancellation.
Just hit none, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just
Thank
try
you.
it out. Let's just try this line again. And we'll
We
see
can
how
hear
it
your
goes.
gavel this way too.
Okay, true. That's very important.
Good.
Mr. Wright, you can't be serious.
How was that?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
clear.
Okay.
It's a little quiet for us too on Twitch. Jeeve just said. Hi, Jeeve.
Okay.
Who said that? Jubes?
Jeeves.
No,
Jeeve. My
Oh,
friend.
Jeeb.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
Jeebus.
Here we
do we
go.
need to turn up the Discord volume a little bit? I wonder.
Maybe
You
you.
want to turn up yourself in OBS?
Yeah,
Why not just yell? Just just go all out.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
I
No,
know.
no.
Please don't.
No, we'd rather set the mic levels right. I think that's preferable.
How about I bet you can hear me better now, right?
Yeah, a little better. Yeah.
Yeah. So, gee, we actually have a friend named Droobs who was actually on an episode of this show before. So, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on.
Okay.
I can't believe Joobs did voice acting.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Huh?
This
Photo?
is an affront to the highest-ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? It's impossible.
Hey, nothing's impossible.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now.
It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
The muffler.
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. All right, then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman.
Okay.
One more page. I know exactly what this is.
Okay.
The muffler. Right there.
Right here?
No. Yes, the piece of cloth.
What?
The found in Chief Gant's safe. Wait, this bears Emma Skye's prints?
Well, no.
Wait, no, isn't this the muffler?
How-
Oh, never mind. I was wrong.
How
I
is
thought
this
was
tied?
the-
Yeah, no. This is
I thought
tied
this was the. I thought this was the muffler. I'm bad.
to. This isn't tied to the Detective Goodman case.
Right, my bad. I'm
Oh,
an idiot.
Yeah, no worries.
I was so sure it was that
Anyway,
one.
we need to
That
find
was
something.
just
Like,
not what it was.
yeah, no. I think
Wouldn't
we
it
need
be
to
the
tie we need to tie something that proves that he's been involved in this particular case or has been.
yeah, the evidence room?
The evidence
His-
room, yeah.
His ID is tracked on the chart, and we kind
That's
of figured out that
true.
would be him.
777777.
But I don't
Damon
know if we can
Gant.
use it at this point in time, because we technically haven't filled in the number, even though that should be easy to check, I guess.
Well, we know that's it because we typed it in to get into his safe.
Oh yeah, true.
Should we try it?
I think we should try it.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other
What
ideas?
about
Go ahead.
what about the actual piece of evidence that was being transferred, the glove, right?
Oh, the glove, right.
Glove.
But how can we tie the how is he gonna weasel
that
his
doesn't-
way out of it? Yeah, no, I don't think that's I don't think that's strong enough. I think that's what we need to do with each piece of evidence is try and predict. Okay,
just
how could Gant weasel his way out of this?
There's also Goodman's lost item report, which was only submitted
Anyway.
to the chief of police, but I don't really think that's as. The 77777 just feels the most obvious thing here.
Can we check the phone call?
Oh yeah.
I forget
It doesn't
exactly
really
what is in.
have-
You gotta open it and then hit like the button, and it plays the sound. Yep. And then yeah, the redial button. It dials the number of the last person called. The last call was to Emma. I wonder what they spoke about.
Okay, so it's okay. It's not recorded.
Yeah, I really think it's the. I think it's
Mhm.
the. evidence room list.
Only because we've typed that code into his safe, right? And so, like...
Okay, we'll try this. We have 5 mess ups, so, you know, if it's not working, we'll go find something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take that!
This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
Huh?
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean...
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Oh shit! Yeah!
That's such
yeah, we're
flimsy
getting
evidence,
to this
though.
Russian.
Yeah,
Okay.
Order!
that makes no sense.
Chief Gant, what do you have to say?
Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime?
See, this is why you have to have, you know, good passwords. You know, you don't want to be incriminated for murder
This is because you're
by
an old...
implication.
Imagine being an old man.
Boomer
Oh, that's
move,
true.
Gant.
That's true.
Already
He is a
know.
boomer, so like his passwords are instantly gonna be like really bad.
Yes.
Like, of course.
What about it? I'm chief of the police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me.
You poop in your pants? Is that what you say?
When you entered the
Yeah.
room, were you
Little piss baby?
alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
Not piss in the evidence room.
Oh, God. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to been with you. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
Oh, of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days.
Objection! You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant. I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Skye's guilt.
Objection! No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
There's the
then we can.
handwritten- There we go.
Yep.
Yep. There. Yep. And then that will prove that the glove was
Yeah,
transferred.
definitely. Take that! Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police.
Yet you are in possession of the report. Which means you can't be sure he filed it.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh.
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him.
There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Hold on. Let me guess what you're gonna say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman.
Exactly.
But wait! The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes.
Fair
Now that you mention
point.
it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Objection! Sorry, but that's not possible.
Oh?
According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
No!
Dang.
The fucking frame.
Yeah.
Chief Gant! You didn't!
The eyebrow twitch is a nice touch.
The murderer was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
Objection! You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone is aware that Alana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you! Take this your dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space.
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this.
Blue Badger? I don't know.
No.
Edgeworth's car?
I don't think
Yeah.
that's
He snuck the body into Edgeworth's
His
car.
car? I don't know how he moved, but the question here is, how did he move the body? How was the body moved from the evidence room to the
Right.
prosecutor's office? So I think, yeah, I
Probably
think
the
we just
blue
need
badger.
to prove that it's Edward. Well, no, we're not asking how he moved it down.
He hid the body behind.
How do you get it across town?
No.
Yeah, but, like, maybe if you hid-
No. You move the body
Okay.
with the blue badger in the evidence room, which has the camera, to hide it while you're moving the body to the car, and then
because it's a useless piece of evidence taking up space. It's been blocking us the entire time, but now it's what they. Okay. Because I think Phoenix's dialogue was a hint towards this.
and there's that bloody handprint on there.
Yeah. Or just handprint in general.
Yeah, but we don't know. We just know. We don't know
Shit.
whose handprint that is, though.
That's true. No, wait. Yes, we do. It's Gumshoe's print. The blue badger was just shoddily made. I don't think the handprint has anything to do with that, because we talked about the handprint before. But the blue badger blocking the way out of the thing does make sense. It's a matter of like knowing how far the game is going to take Phoenix's logic at each moment, because it's like sometimes it wants you to do a stretch, sometimes
I
it
didn't
doesn't.
mean to. Okay, oops, that was.
It's okay.
I
It's
accidentally
all
presented
good.
it.
It's all good. I think the blue badger is a good guess, and then if not, we can use the crime photo and maybe point at Edgeworth's car. But we don't have Edgeworth's car as a normal thing in the evidence, so.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's try it. We might get it wrong, but let's.
I mean,
try
we could we present stuff that like it's related to his
Yeah.
car.
That's
true.
Okay, let's present
it.
the
Yeah.
blue. Yeah, let's present the blue badger, and then if Judgy smacks us for being a bad boy,
We present the car.
Okay.
I
Here we
don't
go.
know why I phrased it
3, 2, 1. Here we
like
go.
that. Anyway, let's continue.
Take that.
Yeah.
Well,
I see. Maybe I'll use this later. To move your dead body, right?
huh?
Woof.
We're just
Well, guess
accusing
not.
people.
And I'll help you dispose of it.
Damn.
Bro.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait. Okay, this whole court's out of order.
Oh shit.
Oh no! We lost writers. Oh wait, writers is back. Hello. Okay, we're back. Okay, good. What?
It disrupted my internet for a second, apparently.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's,
Are you
let's
still
continue.
recording? Are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
double check
I was wrong.
Okay. Chief Gant stayed at the PD and Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office. That leaves only one possible way he could have moved the body.
Yeah, Edgy's car.
Lana. Oh, how did he get it? The only problem is, how did he get him to do it?
Actually,
Yeah.
could we resync just to? Because I think
Just in case.
during the whole disconnect, yeah, let's just
Oh,
resync
sure,
just
sure.
in case.
Just
All right.
Yeah.
my shared stream.
Ye-
Yeah.
Audio
Well,
warning.
No, as in like do the 3, 2, 1 clap, 3, 2, 1 clap.
Yeah,
Oh.
headphone warning
Yeah.
for Twitch.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, I missed that we were resyncing, but I did put the second clap in.
Okay, should be good enough.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Headphone unwarning.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. So how did he get him to do it? Yeah, it's got to be Edgy's car.
Yeah.
Maybe that piece of evidence really did have something to do with this case.
I don't understand why he's saying that, but
Yeah, neither
okay.
do I.
I'll
Ask
ask
you
you.
again.
I'll ask
The
you
problem is,
again,
how did
Mr.
he
Wright.
get him to do it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that.
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief
Do we
Gant
wanna-
used this.
Yeah.
Was
Do
it
we
the
wanna
trophy?
think-
Was it the trophy of like that was the reason why Edgeworth came to?
Well,
The
not,
trophy's way
not,
too small to move a body, isn't
Well,
it?
I mean, but that's not how. he
No.
moved the body.
I know, but that's how
Mm.
that's how he got Edgeworth to move from one place to the other with his
Yeah.
car.
I
I think it
think
might be the trophy, yeah.
I think we need to do something a little bit more directly related to the
That's
car.
fine. Yeah, let's do the crime photo
So-
then.
Okay.
I don't think the crime. I think the statue will
don't
actually
think-
be it. Because we need to
Yeah.
think about the chief stayed at the police station, Lana stayed at the prosecutor's thing. So who moved between those two places? Only Edgeworth.
What
So
about
instead
the
of
ticket
pointing at the
stub?
car,
Like, obviously, the body was found in the car. We already know that. That's
Yeah.
already clearly related to the case.
Oh, this
Yeah.
this is also a useless piece of evidence too.
Was removed at Gant's behest.
Well, it wasn't a you. Well, it's not. I wouldn't say it's. I don't know.
Okay, so what?
Hmm.
Let's vote, I guess. Who wants to do the King of Prosecutors trophy?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3. I'll just go make it a 4th. We'll just try this first, and if not, then that. Then riders, you ride all along. Okay, here we go.
I'm
Take that!
always right.
I think
That's wrong.
Actually, I'm right. Oh no. Phoenix wrong.
That. But you know,
Phoenix-
if anything is like the fatal flaw of like this game is we had a perfect sound train of thought there, but it's
Yeah.
Phoenix isn't there yet.
I
Ah,
guess.
that's so lame.
Car.
Yeah.
But like, is the
He's-
car the useless piece of evidence?
I don't think.
Ah!
No, it's also not.
Well,
Like,
no,
what is the
that's not the-
useless
that's-
piece of evidence?
Oh, God.
Oh, we're losing our
I mean, all
our
the evidence
lives.
is-
Oh
That'd be
no. Sai, you might want to save.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
What is he thinking about? How could Dad move the body? I'm very confused.
I don't know. Like. What about the the ticket stub?
The ticket stub.
Wait, okay, no, I
Oh.
found it. I actually looked this one up because I was so confused.
No, that ruins the fun.
I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's wild. I don't think we're gonna find it.
Okay, let's
Okay.
see here.
Let's just look through the evidence and see if it's useless.
Okay. When did the whole thing happen? Like, how long was the car there before, Starr versus Lana happened? The fight, the Capcom
I think
fighting
it was
game.
it was like
moment.
at 5:15.
Okay. Okay. It's
How
not a
did he
bad
get
one.
him to move it?
How did he get him to do it?
Transferring the evidence? The glove? I don't know.
Who was transferring the glove?
Check it? Oh, never mind. Doesn't give any more information. I mean, it was supposed to be Goodman transferring the glove, right? But
Yeah.
like,
Oh wait, let's look
Oh,
at this.
God. the video. Wait,
No, that was of the attack in the
Yeah.
That was the
but that.
Marshall
So
Meekins
when was
moment.
that was the video showed? What time in the video? What was the time of the video?
Oh yeah. I don't know what time the video was.
Well, that wasn't
Um,
Goodman in the video. We established
No, it wasn't. It was
that was Jake Marshall.
Yes, but that's going on at the same. Okay, yeah.
Oh
This
my
is tough.
God.
This is tough. Okay. Oh, can you go to Edgeworth's knife?
Wait, go back to the screwdriver.
Mm.
But that's brought back to his office by Gant's request.
Brought back to Gant's office.
From
So that would be the
police
opposite direction.
No, brought back to his.
Oh, that might be it. That's how.
brought back to evidence.
Brought back to Edgeworth's office.
No. Edgeworth had to bring it from his
and-
office to Gant's office at the police
Yeah.
department.
No, the
That's-
opposite.
No,
This-
that's how
the
that's how
wording is
Gant got
unclear.
him there.
Evidence from a.
What? Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, this was. Wait, no. Meekins delivered this.
No, Edgeworth delivered this.
No,
It says so
evidence
right
from
here.
a past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Gant's request. It was Meekins who
Yeah,
brought
we
this to Edgeworth's office at Gant's request.
We ran into Meekins at Edgeworth's office before.
Well, we
Exactly,
said-
he was-
How about we try this one?
You think Dusk does a little voice in the back of your head says try this one?
Yeah, we're not gonna find it if we don't try this one.
Okay.
Oh God.
Fine.
Take that!
All right. Okay.
This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
What's that? A screwdriver? But what does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's here because... Ah! I was asked to go, by Chief Gant no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Well, there we go. There was the thing. It's been so long since that part of
After the
game
ceremony
that
ended-
yeah.
After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Yes. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief? Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
Order! 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 What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something.
I believe your time's up.
My time's up?
Sorry, Writer, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we are to make it in time for the early bird special.
Objection!
Dick!
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Like the right to refuse to testify. And I'm invoking that right now.
What? This is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection! So you're just going to just run away after all this?
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
do you have any concrete proof? proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Skye dispose of his body?
Do I have any concrete proof that Miss Skye disposed of his body?
At his request.
At his request.
We have no. I don't think we have.
I don't think we have
anything.
proof of that.
We don't have anything concrete. This is, at this point, it's all just conjecture.
Yeah. Do we want to say no and see where it gets us, or?
Can you save at this point?
I think
Or are we already in the screen where we... I think maybe like a good save. Give me one moment. I have to step away for 2 seconds to give my dog something. Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Arf. Is what
Bark.
a dog says. Or, you know, in Phoenix Wright games, the dog just goes and eats all the hot dogs.
Yeah. Missile.
Well, we can poke through evidence while we're waiting. Oh, wait, hold on. There was a thing that was belonged to Edgeworth, right? Could that have something to do with it?
That Chief Gant asked Lana Skye to murder Goodman at his behest. Or that Chief Gant murdered Goodman. Do we have any concrete proof that Chief Gant murdered Goodman? I don't think so.
Evidence law for toddlers. And that has nothing to do with this. Okay. Nor does that. What is this piece? Have we presented this piece of cloth anywhere yet?
Yeah, but it's not proof.
Yeah, no,
that,
it's not
like,
really.
Yeah, like that's the question that is being asked. I wonder what it's like being a sound designer and just like having to come up with a random, like, okay, this is the sound of a screen transition. Like, what do I do to make it sound like it's a very pleasing sound as you were flipping through the pages.
There's some documentary that just came out about, it's called like 48 Sounds or something like that, about being a sound designer.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Well,
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
We're pretty certain that there's nothing here that proves that we have definitive proof, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Let's go with I have no proof yet. It's no use sharing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
Huh. CERG?
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto. Seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today.
It's not luck.
Okay,
if you
Aji,
rig the
I'll
thing.
leave the rest to you. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
Objection!
There we go.
Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There is still someone else. One more witness who can answer all of the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you
I'm not the
forgotten?
protagonist of this game. Sorry.
The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth. But we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls to the stand Wendy Oldbag!
No! Fucking okay.
I'm so
It's gotta be
sorry.
Lana.
I'm
Is it Lana or Emma?
It's Lana.
It's gotta be.
I would say
It's gotta
Lana.
be Lana.
It's gotta be
You need
Lana.
Lana to confess. That's
Aye.
everything, yeah.
Yep.
Hi.
Take that!
The defendant, Miss Lana Skye?
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task? To dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in
Hold on. No idea
Stop.
who this is.
All right. Someone says, "Hold on." Who it is? Who is it?
Huh?
Oh,
Chief
Oh.
Gant.
Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana.
He's talking to Lana?
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
like this man's just getting
That's
away with
right.
making straight up death threats. Anyway, continue.
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
This isn't good.
Of course, you'd never support such an outrageous claim anyways, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet.
I like your shit. You do a very good shift in tone between Gant's, personable, personable front and his, sinisterness. So I applaud just pointing
Oh,
that
thank
out.
you,
I
I
really
try.
like that.
Thank you.
Alright.
Okay. If there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
Cool.
Yay! I call the swings.
Ready?
Let's move forward. February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Looks like he managed to stay in the game.
It's so great that they're like, just sort of doing this round of tennis, but they're really fighting against somebody else,
To be fair,
Yeah.
To be fair.
this is apparent inquisitorial court versus adversarial court are actually two different forms of this. And theoretically, I think this is meant to be an inquisitorial, not an adversarial court.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that would make sense. Because we have an adversarial system in the U.S. and
Exactly.
in
Like-
UK too.
Exactly. Like what Edgeworth's doing right now would be highly unethical from the perspective of an adversarial court.
Yeah.
But from a perspective of an inquisitorial court, where theoretically everyone has the same objective, it's very different. I found that out at one point. I just thought it was very cool.
No, yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. All right, here we are. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks
Let's
to your
go.
help, Edgeworth.
That chief, he's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
Not a detective anymore.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Do not even try to come close to the one. First of all, how dare you, Gumshoe? Second of all, you just might work. Could he mean Maya?
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify. I mean, it's not like we have the Fifth Amendment or anything.
Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said.
But Chief, this is not a right to be casually invoked.
True.
There are certain risks to be considered.
Risks. What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
Let's see who this is. Maybe that's Emma? I don't know. We'll find out.
Sounds like Emma.
Hey.
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah. When I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she's heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as... That's me.
My bad.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the Chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery.
We leave it to society, pal.
Sorry.
God.
But he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait here?
No. I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
Oh, I didn't realize there was yet another pause break. Oh well.
Whatever, let's just continue.
Yeah, we're gonna continue. We're not gonna stop.
We took a different pause break that still worked for it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trial Ladder 2. Okay, game. Fine.
Homestuck Act 5, Act 3, Act 2.
Oh, true.
February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand?
Oh, I'm up. I forgot.
Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done this past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Of course, the truth.
Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant.
Gant and the fabrication.
I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to his blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana,
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
please, Mr. Wright. You've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Yeah. This is no time to start second-guessing myself.
The judge may now begin its cross-examination.
Did I say the judge?
I
Yeah,
think you might have.
Okay.
the defense. Yeah.
Yeah. Gant and the fabrication. Okay. Okay. I think that we can probably prove this is wrong, can't we?
I think let's press. Let's press some of the places that she makes like direct statements like this,
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's start with this.
just to you know, save us some grief.
Hold it! Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life.
But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago?
When I found President's submerged body, I rearranged the crime scene.
Hold it! You say you did this all by yourself?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? ...
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible.
Uh.
The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All just to protect me.
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
Okay.
I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it in the wound, then moved the body.
Didn't we find the tip of the knife somewhere else?
Yes.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, wasn't
Let's
it in Goodman's body? Look at the autopsy report for Goodman.
No, I think the knife was actually, the tip of the knife was in the,
Was it in Marshall's? It was in Marshall's body, then. Is that right?
No, I think it was,
Do we have another?
we found it in this thing, didn't we?
No. Wait, go to Marshall's autopsy report.
Okay.
There you go.
Weapon found in wound.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
But
Yeah.
oh wait. Oh, sorry. So the weapon no. Weapon found in the wound was missing the tip. So the tip wasn't in him.
Yeah.
So this contradicts what she just said.
Yes.
And then we can point out that the piece of the knife was somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, can we? Okay.
Well, if it comes up. But this is definitely the contradiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, do we want to present or do we want to press?
I think we can just present.
Yeah, I
If-
think we
if-
can present here.
If we,
Okay.
yeah. And if not, we'll just press it and go from there.
Okay.
Objection! Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement?
Dude, this is like, why can't we just get straight to the point sometimes?
I'm not sure I follow.
It clearly contradicts the, well, I thought.
It does clearly contradict.
You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled.
All my suggestions.
Objection
have been bad
overruled.
today.
You said it weakly. I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, I think it lost me points.
Okay. So maybe press on this?
Then press it first, yeah.
Hold it! You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the
Okay.
wound?
Body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Mr. Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others. Why'd you plant the knife? Why'd you move the body? Well,
I mean, why'd plant the knife to look like something else had killed him? Why would you move the body? Or like, why would you move the body from Gant's side of the office to Lana's side of the office?
Which one do we want to go with, though? I think,
The body?
Okay, we can go with that first. We can probably get back to
yeah.
this. if we
Yeah,
need
we'll
to.
just try, yeah. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
Was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Skye moved the body.
The pieces of the pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan.
Pieces of the jar? You mean...
Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle.
I see.
What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently, the jar was shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there is more to it than that.
There must be a contradiction here somewhere.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Can we look at the jar?
Yeah.
I feel like there's something.
So how could there have been writing on the jar in the victim's blood if the jar had already been shattered. Doesn't make sense.
True.
Right.
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
it just written on that one piece?
Maybe
though?
present it.
No,
No, it
there was
wasn't
blood on more
even-
than one piece.
Exactly. There's
Oh,
blood on
yeah.
more than one piece. It was just one of the pieces that had the main thing written on it was hidden in Gant's safe.
Yeah. It's just not
But-
legible now
Okay.
because of time.
But it does say Emma.
Time
It
after
does.
time.
We found it with
Yeah,
the
so
luminol.
do you want to present that? Yeah.
We can give it a shot. Ready to go? Anybody?
Yeah, I
dissent?
think this makes sense.
No, I think it's
Mhm.
fine. We can try it.
Yeah.
I have no dissent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any assent.
Objection! Miss Skye, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
A contradiction in my testimony?
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan."
That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
Hey, you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes, the prosecutor must have written it. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies.
Huh?
In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died.
Ah,
He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. I don't know why I said it in such a robotic way the first time. It's hard to, like, preempt
People-
the tonal shift. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
It's hard to see it without knowing like what
what the
comes
whole
before,
line is.
what comes
Yeah,
after.
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
Yeah.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
Ooh.
Jar and message in blood.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room, and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Okay, I want to look at something here.
Okay.
Final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe. So it seems like Gant was there. That places him there before everything went down, right?
Yeah, and that contradicts the pieces were large, so I'm sure I got them all. You didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Do we actually present this twice in a row? It wouldn't be the
I guess
weirdest
so.
thing we've ever done in an Ace Attorney game. Let's press this just to be certain.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Hold it! But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office.
Mm-hmm.
A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go.
The luminol.
I never miss anything. I got every last piece. Emma, I'm not quite sure that's an equivalent.
All right, do we
Okay,
want
so
to go?
yeah, I think.
Want to try it?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
What do we present?
This
Wasn't there
again.
a Yeah, the final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely didn't get them all.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Objection! Miss Skye, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of.
What?
We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
In the chief's safe? But how?
I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about the final piece. There was still blood written on it.
But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them.
Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
But
Let's
couldn't the
go.
defendant have simply missed a piece?
Objection! I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Huh, can you believe that?
Objection! Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh,
Is it just because the
that's-
judge becomes stupider?
Yeah.
He's not getting any smarter. That's for sure.
Is the
Worthy.
Alright, there's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
Objection! The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that?
No!
The judge has a
Wait.
breakdown.
I'm not the one on trial here.
Dawn breaks over Marblehead.
Sorry, just Judge Breakdown has me. Ahem. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet.
No, I did it on my own.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
Oh my god.
Foul lies? Imagine that. Coming from my own client.
I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
Golly.
Wow.
Okay, well, that's true. But wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
That's right.
Oh, this is bad.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana may be right after all.
What do you mean, Wright?
So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
Miss Scott.
Amazing.
Miss Skye, please testify once more.
But
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Skye, if you will.
I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
All right. The witness may testify once more for the final time.
Actual crime scene.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable! The body was impaled on the armor's sword?
You are the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What? To me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Anna said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere. It's that.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, we could.
We had to have her. We
What
couldn't
is
do
this
this
like?
with
Amazing.
before Emma. Oh, there it is. Oh, I guess there we go.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh shit! What? We didn't even. Oh my god! We read it, but we didn't 3D open it.
Amazing.
We couldn't open it earlier. It was just
Okay.
like
Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't have Emma here. We needed Emma to open a book.
Oh yeah, Emma is our Z-axis in this game. I forgot about that.
Let's finish this up.
Whew, okay. Hey, there's a picture here.
Oh my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything.
Lana's picture. Crime scene photo from the case 2 years ago taken.
Mr. Wright. That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be?
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this?
This is a handprint, isn't it? That cloth. It had fingerprints on it. Whosoever fingerprints those are, must be the real murderer.
Typo detected. Anyway. Sever fingerprints.
You can't sever fingerprints.
Yeah.
This isn't Men in Black.
Oh my god. What? But those fingerprints. They're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Actual crime scene.
When I arrived,
Oh,
hi!
I didn't do that.
That's me. I did that.
Give us a good.
Come no, Udgy.
Give us a good hold it.
Hold it. Come no, Udgy. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Gant.
What? Now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
Objection!
No.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier. Yeah, he
What a
paid the,
wild
he paid the
move.
price
Just-
now.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
Ah, so what? You think I'm worried?
Uh-oh.
Sorry to disappoint you. But I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me.
Uh-oh.
Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't! But someone does.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now? I'd better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall?
No, don't show the evidence. Look at the photo. Look at the photo that Lana just gave us. You see the blood spatter.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was- it's-
Oh,
So
Wait, what about
That's
it?
his neck. Yeah.
so that means the cutout was made before he was impaled.
before he was impaled. So
Which means that even though Emma did push him, she
It
didn't
wasn't-
push him onto the sword.
Right.
yeah, so
Someone
Don't
else
show-
did that.
so
But
don't
I think
show
we
the
still need to
evidence.
start. We still need to start by showing the evidence, right? And then disprove it.
Well, no, we
Yeah.
can't. We can't. Well, we can't show the evidence, but we can't show the evidence now
Well,
We
why
can't.
not?
because then Emma's gonna get ye-
No,
she's
it
gonna
will
get-
just show that he was pushed by Emma, which is true, but
But yeah,
it
think
will
about.
also show her innocence because it will lack
Yeah,
the blood.
the thing about it
but
is that
we haven't proven that yet to the judge. Is the thing.
Yeah, but
We are already
one step
5
at a time,
steps
right?
ahead. We need to go one step ahead. We can't show that yet because we need to show this photo first in order to prove that the evidence that we have. And besides,
Sure.
like think about look at how Gant is right now. All right, he's still a smug ass, and he's the one that suggests showing the evidence. If we do this, we're going to fall into his trap. I know how people like this think.
But I also think we're just gonna fall into his trap anyways because he's good.
oh,
Making a save. That's fair.
oh, you're making 2 saves.
I just did one.
Oh.
Okay, we'll try cannot show evidence, then we'll move on from there if we get penalized.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence that I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie.
Chief Gant?
You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Do you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
Oh my god.
What? You mean you admit to it?
Bro.
I
This
was
is
the
so
first person
convoluted.
to. I was
What?
the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
Hey, so apparently my audio seems to have cut out at my Audacity recording seems to have failed at 121:44.
That's way back.
121:44. Where are we now?
One,
Yeah,
like,
over 2 hours. That's a lot
Okay.
of
Fuck.
missing audio.
all right. Well, we'll deal
So,
with that.
Well, we do have the master.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it. Fuck. I
It
have
is
some
what it
lines
is.
That's okay.
here. Should I start recording again or?
No, there's no point. Like I said, we'll have to just upload the master when I get around to
Fuck.
editing it.
I'm so sorry. I had Audacity minimized, and I just didn't see that it had errored.
Okay. Well,
I won't do that again.
This is why we have the master.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you assisted Miss Skye.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I heard her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you are calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for? A fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off of all the pieces.
Objection! But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar, too?
Ho ho ho. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Righto. Cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant. That you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then before it was too late.
It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Show evidence. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
All right, then. Let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Is it this?
I think we have
Yeah.
to show. I think we have to show the cloth because Gant is like, I know you have it. Present it.
Okay.
Right, okay, yeah.
All right. We have a save in case we messed up.
Yep.
Yep, alright, we're gonna do it! Okay.
Take that! Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh yes, at least you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that it immediately be sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather, there must have been a strong impact for it to have been left so clearly.
You mean...
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Ho 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 ho. You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Righto had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that?
Mr. Wright, do you really know?
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted.
What?
I think it's
The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is Emma Skye.
Obviously Emma, yeah.
Take that!
Emma? Emma Skye?
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me?
You're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along. And you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
How could you? You monster!
Miss Skye,
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Skye, it's not over yet.
What?
I said this trial isn't over yet.
Ha! But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too.
That's not for a few years.
Spoilers. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy! What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer?
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh? And what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
Stone
What?
cold.
Yeah, Phoenix has got this under control.
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
it was Emma Skye, wasn't it?
I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about?
I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth.
Bam.
No, yeah.
We all good with this?
Yeah,
Yes.
It's gotta be.
Take that!
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Skye took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest was soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out from his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth... Wait, there's no blood on it.
Ah!
Since Emma Skye's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time.
Yeah,
No,
we're getting.
This is nonsense.
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Skye, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword?
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe that her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut this bloodless piece from the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it?
Ironic.
Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. It's finally all over.
Objection!
Oh God.
Hey! Hey. Oh, that was close, Writer. You almost had me.
What?
Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. Allegations, sorry.
What do you mean you refute his allegations?
You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
Order! What nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict the suspect. Remember, Aji? Early on, Raito here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Raito? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you?
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Ho 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 ho! Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son!
I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright?
It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposefully and legally concealed this piece of cloth?
It was not illegal, though.
Yeah, check the evidence law. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
the court record.
yeah. So
law.
the way that Phoenix worded, I do not have any evidence that can be shown at this time.
Mm-hmm. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
Unregistered evidence, yeah. I guess that would be what it was, but then
Yeah.
without approval of the police department. Well, shit.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, we know it was relevant, but we only know it was relevant because we logic 5 million steps ahead.
Yes.
Must be relevant to the case on trial. It was only able to be proven as related to the case on trial by Gant admitting that he was using it as blackmail, because otherwise it wouldn't have been relevant because it was related to the SL9 case.
Yeah, so we did conceal the evidence, yes.
No, we didn't.
Wait. Oh,
Wait.
no. Oh, I see
Not
what you're saying.
illegally concealed.
Yes,
It
exactly.
was not concealed. It was just not relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we did not.
Nice.
Yes. I admit I refused to present it at one point.
Aha! So the evidence is illegal.
Objection! No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
No, Archie, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe.
Objection! There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
Present that book.
Here we go.
Take that! This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law.
Google it yourself. What's this?
I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Skye's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth and nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in this book, the second rule of evidence law.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Objection! Sorry, but can you recall? When was that picture presented?
That was shown only a few moments ago.
No!
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
Ugh.
You yourself confess to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest?
Oh, yes! No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you.
No.
That was amazing.
I knew I should have gotten rid of him! That good-for-nothing scum! For 2 years he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman?
Yeah, that's right.
If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you gotta help me.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then, all of a sudden, he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered.
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said,
It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall.
well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake.
The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car.
I'm sorry. I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will.
Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how? How could you get Miss Skye involved in all of this?
Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker.
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take.
So, you left the jar fragments in the glove.
Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day, you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go at it alone.
But he's not alone. He has his friends. Sorry.
Yep.
Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Aji.
What?
Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
Oh. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator, an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, Aji. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Writo here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning.
There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes.
First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Skye, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence, up until today.
So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Skye. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble.
My. What high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Miss Skye,
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it has been for you.
It was nothing.
Okay, Mr.
Tsundere
My
bastard.
resignation.
Tsundere bastard dramatic man.
liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job.
Tsundere bastard. Dun, 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 dun.
In light of this
Anyway.
case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Skye,
Yes, Your Honor?
you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. a long time since I felt free of these heavy chains.
Well, this trial has gone on far too long already.
Amen to that!
Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, not guilty.
Yeah!
Yeah, let's go! Whoop whoop!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
February 24th, 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
At long last, it's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended,
I can see why Maya Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well.
you know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Hope I didn't interrupt anything, pals.
God damn it, Gumshoe!
You're so bad at this.
Guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it?
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
No, not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Oh. Hit me.
Lana!
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I've ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Sis.
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you would react if you knew.
But sis, you are only doing it for me.
No.
Huh?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy?
Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have.
Oh, Emma. Emma!
Aw. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move toward a brighter future. At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe,
Me?
thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
Edgeworth just awkward. Stop hiding and come over here. Just peeking around it.
Where is he hiding?
I just came to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Well, I'll be going now.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me.
God damn it!
No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day, you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth...
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me, That is why I cannot continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone.
Aww.
You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone unheard. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about. Give him a smooch.
Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own.
Blue Badger, nah.
Love.
Yeah, love.
Is it this?
God, they're so shippable.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Is it? Well, is it? Wait, is it the?
We only get one
screwdriver?
chance at this.
Yeah.
Is it the screwdriver?
Um,
Or
Let me think. Well,
'Cause-
evidence law is the most obvious one because it was just given to us. But
well,
but I don't
I
think
mean,
it's that.
What's something that we collabed on?
Oh, the evidence list.
Oh yeah, true.
We had half of it, and Edgeworth had the other half.
oh yeah, and they joined together to make
And
the
they
whole.
joined
That's
together.
okay.
Aww,
Okay,
no kids.
yeah.
Now kids.
Okay, we think it's this?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take that!
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture.
That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up.
Yeah, you have your whole emo arc to go through.
Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
Edgeworth? What will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Farewell.
I'd better be going too.
Voisu.
Emma.
Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon.
It seems we both have a lot to learn. And catching up to do. Here. This is a little something for you.
Aww.
Oh,
Scientific investigation.
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Thanks, sis. I will.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun.
Oh.
And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself.
Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, detective?
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But
I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Aww.
Huh?
way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here's the one who'll be footing the bill.
Huh? You what?
What, you think I can afford it with my salary? You've got to be kidding me, pal.
Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pave it off together?
What's up? What's all this
Yeah.
weed shit?
That's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Objection!
Okay.
That is in the credits roll.
Hell yeah!
what
Thank you,
wonderful.
Jamie.
And we are now finally completely through Phoenix Wright Ace. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah.
The credits. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days in the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hell yeah.
Kazuya confirmed
Because
for Smash.
Yikes, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show, you can't shake me off that easily.
I like having them there too much.
yeah. Gumshoe for Ace Attorney 7. Even if not
True.
as a detective, just as like a witness.
Oh my god, did he not show up in Ace Attorney 5 and 6?
Or
No,
four.
he doesn't.
Oh my
Wait, no, he does
god.
show up in 4. He does show up in 4.
Like brief in a flashback.
Yeah.
I want to see how he's doing now.
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that dick Gumshoe.
Aww.
I don't this is dick.
Is this credits for the whole game, or is this just credits for Rise from the Ashes?
Just
I
Just
don't
for Rise
know.
from the Ashes, I think.
Oh my
Amazing.
god.
No.
Yeah!
Yeah! Blue Badger!
Yeah!
Put up your middle 3 fingers for the Blue Badger.
Woo! Bum bum bum.
No!
Amazing.
No!
He's dead!
Officer down! Officer down!
Literally. Oh
No! Oh hey. Oh hey, this dude.
What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch, partner? Miss Starr's managed to sneak this into me. She's seen it at one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, it looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get the water?
Who's Billy again?
The fucking cow cutout, I think.
cactus, yeah.
The cactus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes. The cactus.
Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The Wright Way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer's as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards.
Eat it backwards or you're a coward.
I don't want to finish my meal off with a bitter aftertaste.
The power move.
The power move.
I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left?
Are you?
Anyway, he
Oh.
said he's been doing something or other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Huh? Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go.
This
Oh my
man
God.
is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I forgot that like he gets worse. Like,
Oh yeah. He's still got 2 more games.
He's going a little bit senile.
Yeah.
This man needs to retire.
Yoko Muto.
Oh,
Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick.
Surprise Maya.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Literally.
Start sundowning mid-game. You're not wrong, but holy shit!
Who said that?
Carney
It's Cardi Pop in chat.
Oh yeah, that's my friend. Literally though.
Oy vey. I mean,
I'm very excited to get to stuff that I haven't.
oh. Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh shit. Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on?
Also foreshadowing.
Okay. Yeah. Didn't expect the bellboy to come back. Holy shit.
Me neither.
thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little bit sad, but I'll be all right. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Of course they make us
Aw.
do this stupid.
Open it.
Beal.
Oh.
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 Oh my god, that's the best.
I love that.
So cute.
Oh, achievement unlocked.
Oh.
Yay, achievements! Woo!
Yeah.
Is there something
Wow.
right here at the end? Or is it how the second game begins? I'm not gonna say it. Like, don't
We'll
say.
s-
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
see
no.
real
we're
No,
quick
it's over.
here.
Yeah,
Think
yeah,
it's over.
It's over. Yep.
It's Jogo.
Whoa! Woo!
We have finished Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
We're saying goodbye to
oh, yeah.
a few friends today. Well, not really goodbye, but if you
Yeah.
joined late, this is Voice's last time doing this with us, and I wanted to let her know that Chesai's got a little something for her. So, Chesai, if you
What?
want to pop in here real quick.
Oh my god, I didn't know you were doing this live!
Okay, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. Do it. Do it. Do it. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here.
Let's
Get in
go.
here.
Okay, so Chesai just walked into my room and she has something for me. What? What is it?
Oh?
Was she supposed to join the call or?
No.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Oh, it's a Phoenix Nendo. Oh my god.
my
that's
gosh.
So cute, y'all.
Yep,
Thank you
that is
so
for
much.
all of us,
Well,
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Oh.
looked for a Mia one, but they only really had Phoenix, Edgeworth, and Apollo.
Protagonist.
He has like little speech bubbles that go up behind him that
Yes.
say objection.
Yeah.
So sad. That's so cute. Oh, thank you so much, y'all. This is so wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Wow.
miss your voice later. And you know,
Thank
best
you.
of luck
And-
in
Thank
your
you.
next voice acting endeavor.
Yeah, thank you for being with us this whole time and voicing me and all these other memorable characters. You know, we're gonna catch you further down the road if we can. But
Yeah.
for now, thank you, and once another little round of applause for Voice.
Woo! Woo!
Voices!
What's up?
Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, once again, everybody, thank you for tuning in today. This has been
Yes.
the last case of Rise from the Ashes. Next time, we are gonna get started on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney,
Justice for all.
Is it Justice for All, or is it Trials? It's Justice for
It's
All.
Justice
Justice
for all.
for
Just
I always feel
Trials and
like-
Tribulations is the one I've
I
actually
always
played.
feel like that should be the other way around.
Yeah.
Like the trials and tribulations and then justice for all.
Yeah.
Well,
But, you know.
not to spoil anything, but there's a lot of tribulations that are covered in the third
I
game.
think
Damn it.
Justice for All is really, really good, but it would have been better with Cliff Burton still alive. So that's my take.
Ah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So, if
I
you
don't-
Metallica reference.
Yeah.
Ah.
If you watch today, please subscribe on Twitch. If you get hearing this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. And
Like,
yeah,
comment, subscribe.
all that good stuff. Thank you for joining us. This has been a really fun episode, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.